What's up, you guys, and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Amanda Marie, and over here I love to discuss all things fragrance. So if you're someone that is into smelling good, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video and you don't miss out. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my fragrance flavors of the week. If you are new here, I have created this series where I'm going to come on and share with you guys the fragrances that I've wore the week before. I actually have 2 weeks worth of fragrances here. So y'all see I've been slacking. Okay, I'm going to break this video up into 2 parts because I have a lot of fragrances over here, and I can just imagine how difficult it's going to be to edit the video. And y'all, my nerves can't take it. Okay, y'all know how I feel about editing. It drives me crazy. Let's see, do I want to tell you anything before I get started? I think no. I am still using the Creamo body washes. Okay, you guys know I am infatuated with the Creamo body washes. I'm really thinking about getting fancy and putting my body washes into these beautiful glass bottles with the pumps, you know, like the ones you see like in the hotel. I've been thinking about doing that, but I love the Creamo body washes because they are so fragrant, number one. Number two, they remind me of body washes that would come with the perfume. Like they have a leather body wash. I swear to y'all, it smells like freaking Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. Okay, I know I carry on about the Creamo body washes, and they are not sponsoring me, but y'all know how I am when I love something. Okay, I absolutely love it. Let me show y'all the one that I've been using lately. Okay, this is the Creamo Golden Amber body wash. I picked this one up at Target. I like buying them from Target because I can go in there and I can smell them for myself, and I know what they smell like. So I stick with Target, but you can get these off of Amazon if you want to. If you're feeling lucky and you trust that you will like the way that it smells, get it off of Amazon. I don't really know if there's a price difference. It could be, but I get mine from Target. These fragrances are in no particular order. I cannot tell you which one I wore on which day. I try to keep them in order, but baby, I've been moving bottles around and doing things on my desk, so nothing is in order. Okay, but we're gonna start with what I wore last Monday. Now, if you are new here, then you don't know how much I love this fragrance. But if you are a family member, honey, you know how much I love this fragrance. And it's just so crazy that I'm talking about this fragrance right now, because I want to say it was a year since I've had it. And I am talking about 34 Boulevard Saint Germain by Diptyque. Does that look right? That looks right. This is my very first full bottle Diptyque purchase. Now, let me just start by saying this about Diptyque. I feel like Diptyque is an acquired taste, or it has been for me anyway, okay? When I started exploring Diptyque fragrances, I found a few of them. You know what? I found the majority of them to be a little difficult to wear for me. I just felt like they didn't fit me and what I like in fragrances, the notes and things like that. Well, you know, with time, things change. My nose has changed. My palette for fragrances has definitely changed. And so last year was the first time I actually really went and revisited the Diptyque fragrances. And y'all, I love Diptyque now, okay? I think that is a brand that I'm gonna be investing more of my coins in next year because I love the way they smell. I've been wanting to add Eau de Well to my collection forever. I really went in the store the day I bought this to buy Eau de Well, but it was sold out. So the sales associate asked me a bunch of questions. She wanted to know why I was going for Eau de Well. And I said, well, I'm looking for a beautiful, deep, kind of soft, spicy vanilla. And I heard Eau de Well was that, especially the Eau de Parfum version, maybe not the Eau de Toilette. So she said, you know what, if you like that, try this one. And she sprayed it on me. I wore it around for about 30 minutes. Now, when I first got a whiff, I said to myself, yeah, this is leaning very masculine to me. And y'all know I'm not afraid of masculine forward fragrances, but I didn't know how to take this one, okay? It's giving barbershop, it's giving, I think they call those fragrances fougere. Y'all know I'm not French, but I think they're called fougere fragrances. So I'm getting lavender, I'm getting resins. This is very aromatic. I'm getting something dark and earthy. There has to be patchouli in here, okay? Definitely getting a beautiful, spicy vanilla. And that is what hooked your girl, okay? I was hooked on this fragrance. I can't stop putting my nose up to that doggone nozzle. That nozzle, okay? Now this one I feel like was a bedtime fragrance because I don't remember wearing this to work, but this is the newest release from Lake and Skye. I feel like this is their newest release. They may have released something after this, child, because everybody is releasing new fragrances. This reminds me of the original 1111, which you guys know I am infatuated with that Your Skin But Better smell. It smells fresh. It smells clean. It smells like my sun. It smells like my skin in the sun after a fresh shower, or it smells like my skin in the sun after I've taken a dip in the pool, okay? That's what the original 1111 gives. You add some marshmallow to that, some vanilla, and maybe something fruity, and you get 1111 vanilla. Easy wear, easy grab. If your aesthetic is fresh and clean, you will dig this fragrance. You will absolutely love this fragrance. I like to layer this fragrance with other things too. It has this ISO-E ambroxan note in it, what creates that whole Your Skin But Better smell, like a fresh, clean outside smell. I think ambroxan is a very sexy note in fragrances, and when it's added to fragrance, it gives it something extra. I like to sleep in it. I think this fragrance is very calming and soothing. I like this a lot. So that's what I went to bed in. Now, you guys know I recently did a video where I talked about masculine fragrances that women can wear. So I have been kind of, playing with my masculine fragrances. Actually, I have two here that I mentioned in that video, but I'm going to, briefly bring them up again. This first one is called Mustache, and it's by Argos. So I said, you know what, instead of me spending hundreds of dollars on tuxedo, let me just pick up Mustache, because if he say it smell like tuxedo, I'm gonna take his word for it, okay? And he was absolutely right. I did a side-by-side comparison. I don't think they're necessarily spot on, but they are close enough for me, okay? This is warm. This is ambery. This is a soft, spicy fragrance. I want to say there's pink pepper in here. There's some woodiness in the base. In my opinion, this fragrance is not over the top masculine, but it may lean slightly on the masculine side, okay? But for me, I don't get masculine. I feel like I get more unisex than I get masculine, okay? There is aldehydes in here too. And I feel like whenever aldehydes is added to a fragrance, it's gonna do one of two things to my nose. It's either gonna make the fragrance smell soapy, or it's gonna make the fragrance pop and give it like some type of fizzy type of feel to it. And that's what this has. This has some type of, I want to say like just a lifting. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. It's not a fragrance where I would say it's heavy or deep at all. It's almost a little light. It has a a sparkling type of vibe to it. I don't know, okay? It may kind of put you in the frame of mind of like the fizzy popness of champagne without the smell of champagne, if that makes sense, because this is not boozy whatsoever. But it does have this effervescent, like playful, fizzy pop feel to it. And I love it, okay? Love it. Easy grab for me, compliment getter, perfect for fall and winter. It's just a great alternative, in my opinion, to tuxedo. If you like a tuxedo, but you don't want to spend that kind of money, I would highly recommend Mustache or Moustache by BuyArgos. I don't know why I wore this fragrance on the day that I did. You know, it's not a bad thing though. I actually went to a funeral the day I wore this fragrance, and you guys know how I am about scent memory. I'm very particular about when I wear my fragrances. I know it's crazy, okay? Why am I giving so much thought into wearing a fragrance? I don't know. When you love fragrances as much as I do, and you have the collection that I have, you know, it hits different, okay? This is just not playtime for me. Like, wearing fragrance is a lifestyle for me. I know why I pull this fragrance to wear. I wore this fragrance to my uncle's funeral, and he was just the most pleasant man I've ever encountered. The sweetest man you ever want to meet. Just a big, lovable guy, okay? And it was hot outside, and I didn't want anything heavy. I knew I was going to be around a lot of people. I knew I was going to be around family, and I wanted something light. So I went in with one of my all-time favorite fragrances, and I don't regret wearing this fragrance to his funeral, because it was a celebration of a great individual. So I wore another 13 by Lelabo. Y'all see the dent in this thing, honey? Okay, baby, the dent is denting. I ain't even gonna call it a dent no more. It's halfway gone, okay? I'm gonna be buying another bottle of this real soon. Y'all know how I feel about another 13. She's just, ooh. Baby, ISO E Super, I believe, pear. Could be some ambroxan, could be some cedar. There's something woody in this fragrance as well. It's simply beautiful. It is a very underrated fragrance. Do I want to use underrated? I want to use the word understated. It is a very understated fragrance. It's like, if this fragrance was a person, it would be like one of the most beautiful people you saw enter the room. But they didn't come in making a scene. They didn't come in talking loud. They didn't come in where they're just trying to grab everybody's attention. They just entered the room. You happen to have noticed them. Everybody kind of turned their head and noticed this person walking in the room, because they are so gorgeous, okay? So gorgeous. And they sit down and don't say a word. Okay, I'm going deep. This is how I feel about this fragrance. The beautiful person sits down and doesn't say a word. At the end of it all, you go over to the person, you introduce yourself to them, and they open their mouths. And it is the most intriguing conversation you've ever had with that person. Okay, they leave a wonderful impression on you. That is another 13. That's simply how I would put it. It's one of my favorite fragrances in the whole wide world. I love it. It's one that I will always have in my collection. As you guys can see, I love it. Okay, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I don't know when I pulled this oil out, but this oil is from a brand called Riddle, and it's called Original. Let me put my hand up so y'all can see. This is called Original from Riddle. Now this oil also has that your skin but better smell, that you smell good without even trying. You smell good and you didn't put any effort into your scent. That's what Original smells like. You guys have heard me talk about Original before. This is the fragrance that one lady wore in my office. And when I tell you, she had everybody in a frizzy behind her fragrance, and we were all trying to guess what she had on, and everybody was looking at me because I'm the perfume lady. I should know what she's wearing. And I'm thinking, you guys are out of y'all mind. Do you know how many fragrances there are in this world? I am not the fragrance encyclopedia, okay? True, fragrance is my thing, but I don't know. But I did make it a mission to figure out what she was wearing. And then once I got tired, I went in there and asked her. And she said she was wearing this oil from Riddle. And she had a big bottle in her purse. It was halfway empty. And she said it's called Original. Y'all, I did a little review on that oil. I ordered the gift set, which I need to pull it out. They come in these cute little mini oil bottles, roll-on bottles, and then I ended up getting a bigger size. Actually, Riddle gifted me this oil. Okay, so I wore it. I don't know when I wore it 2 weeks ago, but know that I wore it. Okay, now here's another fragrance that was a part of that video I did talking about all the male fragrances. It reminded me of how good it is, and it questioned why I haven't been pulling it. Like, I feel like I've been neglecting this fragrance, and this is Valentino Uomo Yellow Dream Donna Born in Roma. I may have screwed that up once again, but that's what this is. This is so good, y'all. God, oh, I just wanna, baby, it leaves me speechless. This is spices, this is gingerbread, this is pineapple, these are woody notes here. Like, I just wanna spray this all over my body right now, honestly. It smells so delicious, and I feel like it's very, very appropriate for the fall. It reminds me of Thanksgiving. It reminds me of a baked good, okay? Cookie, cake, like a spicy rum cake or something like that. It's just so delicious. It is really, really good. This is a fragrance I haven't worn in a long time. I actually just like skimmed over my collection, and I was like, you know what? Let's wear this one. This is my very first fragrance from Argos, and this is called Triumph of Bacchus. And I love it as much as I did when I first bought it. It's still a favorite of mine. This fragrance is jammed packed with a bunch of notes. I cannot run them all down to you. I don't remember every last single note. That is the notes that are in this fragrance, but I will tell you what I am pulling. I am pulling this booziness, this sweet, vanillic, warm booze. Okay, it's very boozy. It may be some rum in here. It may be some cognac, but it's boozy. And it's sweet. I'm getting a fruity note here. It could be some type of dried fruit like apricot. It could be peach that's in here because it's a dried fruit smell, not necessarily a sweet fruity smell like strawberries. Not giving none of that. Not giving mango. It's giving a dried fruit smell. Okay, the florals that may be in here could be a sexy jasmine or a sexy tuberose. I don't know the floral note in here, but whatever it is super sexy and very appealing to me. I may be pulling some spices from this fragrance as well, because I do get a soft spice here. Okay, not over the top. It's very much in the background, but it's still like slightly noticeable. Okay, definitely one to wear in the cooler months. Definitely giving me unisex. I feel like anybody can pull this off, not just a woman. I think a man would enjoy wearing this as well. One of my favorite fragrances from Argos. If you guys have not tried Argos fragrances, when I tell you, you are missing out on some really great fragrances. I can't express to you enough how Argos is just, ooh, their fragrances are amazing. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can buy some samples online. If you are leery and you're like, I don't know, maybe, get some samples, okay? Try them out. You will see how beautiful they are. Their fragrances are very heavy, very dense. They feel very luxurious is what I want to say. This is probably like a 1.7 or a 30 ml, and you probably can get this less than $150. Use my code. I do have an Argos code for y'all to use down below in the description box if you want to try their fragrances. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. All right, you guys, so that's it for this part of my fragrance flavors of the week. Make sure you stay tuned for part 2, okay? I will try to link part 2 up here once I recorded it, edited, and upload it to YouTube, okay? If you have any of the fragrances that I mentioned in this video, please comment down below. Let us know what you think about them. Also, let us know what you wore last week down in the comments. If you're someone that is into fragrance, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. It is super important for the growth of my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and I hope you are smelling good doing it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.